This is the Epoch Times.
Welcome to Epoch Audio, showcasing the best journalism covering news, culture, and society, addressing issues overlooked or avoided by other media. For the text version of this and more articles providing truth, tradition, and hope, please go to theepochtimes.com.
85% of Canadians say they won't use digital currency, Bank of Canada report, written by Noé Chartier. An overwhelming majority of Canadians have told the Bank of Canada in consultations they would not use an eventual central bank digital currency, CBDC. The Bank of Canada, BOC, released the results of extensive consultations on the matter on November 29 in its public consultation survey with 89,423 participants. 87% of respondents said they would not use a digital Canadian dollar. Another 12% said they would potentially use it, whereas 3% said they didn't know. Responding to the question, are there any circumstances where you think you would prefer using a digital Canadian dollar instead of your current payment methods? Respondents answered no at a rate of 92%. Those findings were mentioned near the bottom of the BOC's public consultation report. Just below, the bank indicated advice received from respondents. It indicates that 79% of respondents believe regulations should be put in place to require merchants to accept cash as a form of payment. A majority, 60%, also said they do not trust the BOC to consider the public's feedback regarding the CBDC, and 82% said the bank should not even be researching CBDC. Senior Deputy Governor Carolyn Rogers said in a news release accompanying the publication of the consultation results, "Our responsibility is to ensure the Canadian payments system is ready for the economy of the future. The way people pay for things and use money is changing. If Canadians decide a digital dollar is necessary, our obligation is to be ready." The online consultation was run in collaboration with Forum Research and took place from May 8 to June 19. It was open to Canadian residents aged 18 years and older. A digital dollar, or CBDC, is a virtual currency issued by central banks. Critics have cited privacy and security concerns regarding the ability of governments to track every transaction conducted with digital currency. The BOC notes in its news release that the feedback it received from consultations indicates that Canadians want to keep holding cash and that they're worried that their privacy and security could be compromised by CBDC. It also says the feedback mentions a digital dollar, quote, should be easily accessible and should not add to financial stability risks. Along with public consultations, the BOC also conducted focus groups and held consultations with members of the financial sectors and civil society groups. The bank wrote about its engagement with financial institutions. Most participants were skeptical that a digital Canadian dollar would provide important benefits. Regarding engagement with civil society groups, the bank says several participants mentioned that marginalized Canadians do not have high confidence in the government or financial institutions. According to the bank's account, these participants also said that the design of a digital dollar would need to strike a delicate balance between privacy and security. BOC Governor Tiff Macklem was asked at a talk on November 22 when Canadians could see a digital Canadian dollar. Banknotes, cash, is not going away. Canadians like to use cash and they will be able to continue to use cash, Mr. Macklem said at the Chamber of Commerce in St. John, New Brunswick. He added that the decision to implement CBDC is in the hands of the Parliament, but that the Bank of Canada is getting ready for the possibility of its adoption. Thanks for listening to Epoch Audio. That was 85% of Canadians say they won't use digital currency. Bank of Canada report, written by Noé Chartier, read by Susan Williams.
For more Epoch Times articles in text, please visit theepochtimes.com.
This is the Epoch Times.